Welcome to another farm vlog as we progress on the 2020 planting season here in Darke County, Ohio. When you're running combine and have that view over there, that's just pretty awesome. That's almost as awesome as watching that Mike Les guy on YouTube. That is one good looking tractor and grain cart. I'm going to start this day out. We got some ground that's got some cover crops on it with the turnips and everything, or the radishes. So we're going to run it with McFarland Insight and see how it turns out. Well, I thought I was going to give you some bonus footage of the planter, but fertilizer pump went bad for the starter fertilizer, so the planter is currently down. Just cruising down the interstate. Not really, this is the bypass around Greenville. Drive-by bonus footage. This farm has a bunch of little fields. I wanted to get them worked while it was daylight. There's a bigger field in the back here across the creek in the swamp. I'm going to go back there because I'm not going to get it done before it's dark. So anyways, I just feel better working in a bigger field when it's dark out than a bunch of little ones. So here we go. I got to cross this creek. Remember the beavers I trapped last February? That's the farm I'm at right now. And you can see, here's what was the dam. Half of it's gone. Of course, after I trapped them, we busted part of it. And then that's their winter feed pile right there that they had stocked up. So this was all underwater because the dam was up to about right here. So you can see the waters went down. Otherwise, this field probably would not have drained as good. It'd be a little wetter than it is. I just wanted to show you guys this. Kind of neat to see what happens after the fact. I mean, there's a good chance this year some other beavers could move down this creek and dam this back up again. But that's the dam, what's left of it. That's what was left of their winter feed pile, and their lodge is right up there. And we'll go up there and take a look. I caught the one right over there in a 330 conibear. There was a run. And then I caught the other one up here on the lodge. Okay, here's a good look at their lodge. I caught the one right here. They had their run right out there. Just was single, but the water was up to here. Okay, here's one of their entrances right here. Of course, that was underwater right there. And they had, thought they had another one right here. But there it is. Okay, enough screwing around now. I better get to work and better get the drone up in the air before it gets dark here. So this field had a cover crop on it with a mixture of different things in it, but turnips are still actually kind of growing here. And we had another field in my last video that I went over with the field cultivator. We had to go over it twice, and it still just did not work up real nice. So we thought maybe running the disc or this McFarland Insight over it would be better, chop them up and so forth. And it did a really nice job. You can see we also had a full moon out tonight, so it was a pretty sky here as it got dark. But anyways, just ran this McFarland Insight over this field one time, and then we was able to just come in here and plant this a couple days later. This field was planted in the corn then, and my wife had just brought me supper here prior to this, and I forgot to show that on the video, but it was an awesome meal as always. And just taking a look around here, definitely something you don't see every day, but cover crops are the well, I don't know if they're new, but they're the coming thing. You're seeing more and more guys doing it, so they definitely benefit the soil, and I'm just showing you what we got. We've had about everything running here all at the same time, and it's hard for me to work and get around and film everything, but had the new Versatile 210 pulling the Kinsey planter out in the field, planting no-till soybeans in the last year's corn stalks. Got a little bit of footage of that, and I will have more footage of that coming in a later video. I personally did not get to run the 210 very much this spring. We had it on the field cultivator. I had that video up a few weeks ago, and spent a lot of hours on the planter here. A little bit. I spent most of my time in the 460 over there, and also planting corn. And believe me, spending my time in the 460 was not a bad thing. You just can't do everything and be in every tractor all the time. But I will have more video of this 210 coming up with the planter, but just wanted to include a little bit of it here in this video to show you we had everything running out in the field. This has just been a nice little tractor to have around the farm. I say little, not that 210 is little by any means. Nowadays it kind of is. When I was a kid, I would have killed to be driving a 210 horsepower tractor. But anyways, as I said, I'm very glad Versatile come out with this smaller line of tractors. Been a great addition to the family of Versatile, and looking forward to running more of these in the future. And of course, if you want more information on Versatile, or especially these Versatile tractors here, the Nemesis series, you can go to Versatile's website at versatile-ag.com, or I have plenty of videos back on my channel you can go back and watch as well. that's the word on the street anyhow. It's midnight and I'm finally done with this field. I got about a 20-minute drive back to the house and I'm gonna call it a night. I don't usually stay up this late, so I'm ready to get a shower and go to bed. Anyways, got a lot done, ground worked up really nice, and that's it for another day of spring 2020. Welcome to another day down on the farm with the life and times of Farmhand Mike. I'm going to help Uncle Larry here fill up the wagon with some soybean seed, and then he can get started planting soybeans, and then I will probably be jumping in the Versatile 460 and go work some ground to try to keep ahead of the corn planter. Got all that other stuff out of the way, now it's time to head to a field and work some ground. It's lunchtime. Let's see what my wife packed me today. Put the seat down. Grab the versatile cooler. Potato chips. A Pepsi and the Yeti. These things work really good. These will keep canned cold for a long time. And a monster sandwich. When it comes to making sandwiches or just making food in general, my wife does not mess around when it comes to feeding me. Timing is everything. Drone up in the air, I'm working the end rows in one field, and Uncle Larry's planting soybeans right beside me. Not every day you get passed by a crane. Uncle Larry ain't messing around. He finished that one field and he's moving on to another. This versatile 460 tractor has been pulling this 42-foot wide field cultivator pretty nice at about 3 inches deep and about 8.5 miles an hour. As I'm narrating and editing this video, it does not look like I'm going 8.5 miles an hour, but that's what I've been pulling it. I've been running in 10th or 11th gear, and I run the engine cruise running at about just a little over 1,800 engine RPMs. Cummins says you get your best fuel economy and power bulge at that 1,800 RPM, so that engine cruise feature makes it really nice. And you will see quite a bit of fuel savings. If you're running the engine full throttle at 2,200 RPMs versus 1,800 RPMs, you'll see that drop anywhere from 4 to 6 gallons an hour in fuel usage. I've even seen it drop more than that pulling like a disc gripper or something. This field cultivator's not working the tractor really hard like a disc gripper might, but this 460 with this 12-liter engine, it just really hangs in there. There's times I've hit tough spots and I've let this thing lug clear down to 1,200-1,300 RPMs and it just keeps pulling. I needed a little help today getting some on the ground footage of me in the versatile 460, so my wife and daughter come down, and my wife was outside of the truck filming my daughter as my daughter was filming me. Always good to have that extra help and that extra footage. Alright, it's time for the overlap and the not driving the tractor straight police too. It's your moment to shine in the comments section. Trying to fly a drone and drive the tractor perfect is a little bit harder than it seems. I know there's some perfectionists on here that claim they can do it, and good for them. But anyways, I have been trying to use the follow me mode a little bit on my DJI Mavic Pro, and it works fairly well, but I have had times where there's enough dust and it loses focus on the tractor. So I'm doing the best I can, but feel free to comment and make fun of me. And there's my lovely daughter getting some footage for me. I guess I haven't been telling you what's going on, putting my face in front of the camera, because I'd rather show the equipment working than doing so much talking. But we are really coming along here. Haven't not had a lot of, working days this spring. Definitely a lot better than last year. But the 5 or 6 days that we have been in the field this spring, we are really getting a lot done. Just lots of acres in the ground, lots of groundwork. This will be the last field I'm going to work down here on the south farms, and then I'm going to be moving up to their north farms. But the other tractor and field cultivators been working some ground up there. There's a lot of soybeans in, so I would say probably 3 or 4 more just good solid days. We could probably be done planting corn and have most of the soybeans done, and then as soon as the corn comes up, we'll be side dressing corn. So I mean, there's still a lot to do, but just amazing how fast, when you get a couple good days or a few good days, how fast you can get everything done with this awesome equipment. And working ground with this versatile 460 has definitely been a big help this spring. Just a lot of power, can pull this field cultivator pretty fast, really knock out the acres. And it's supposed to rain tonight. Tomorrow's going to be another cool day, and we're supposed to get down to 27 tomorrow night, so who knows, maybe we'll be replanting a bunch of stuff. I hope not. Some of the corn and the soybeans are just starting to come out of the ground, so hopefully they'll survive that. Some guys are worried about the winter wheat. The winter wheat's got some pretty good growth to it. It could definitely get hurt with the 27 degrees, but everything has a way of working out, and we're gonna make it through it. We're gonna get this stuff done. That nice shiny black truck down there means it is supper time, delivered by Mrs. Les. Meals fit for a king. We just bought a Traeger smoker, the Model 575, and it has been awesome. Haven't used it a lot, but she just did a pork chop on there for me, did the macaroni and cheese on there, and an ear of sweet corn, and it was fabulous. Another field done. I'm gonna move this back to the barn. It's supposed to rain tonight. I think I already said that. But anyways, this tractor needs the 50-hour break-in oil change. I'm gonna do that in the morning, and like I said, just park it over there by the barn and get ready. Both planters are still going. Actually, all 3 planters are still going. And maybe I'll go out and get some video of some of the other guys running. So I think I'm done, at least done in the tractor for tonight. The 8200 and the 1795 planter are still busy planting soybeans, and we will now move to the next field where the 8235R and the 16-row corn planter are running as well.
And that's about going to do it for this video. I still have plenty more videos of the 2020 season coming. I'm running just a little bit behind. Hard to work a full-time job, help farm, and edit videos at the same time, but I'll get caught up here, so stay tuned for future videos of us planting corn and soybeans and working ground as this 2020 planting season progresses. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget, you can comment below, you can like, dislike, subscribe, unsubscribe. You can also check me out on Twitter and Instagram at FARMHAND MIKE.